Hello everyone and welcome back. Early in the 20th century and deep in the forests and woodlands of North America, a new sporting rifle cartridge was about to emerge. This cartridge would quietly become one of the most reliable hunting companions that North American hunters had for decades. The name of this cartridge? The .35 Remington. The .35 Remington was originally introduced by the Remington Arms Company in 1906. That period of time was an intensely innovative one for American gun manufacturers. They were converting over from black powder to smokeless. The sporting rifle world was booming with change and choice for the American consumer. The .35 Remington was originally designed to be used in the Remington Model 8 semi-automatic rifle. That rifle was designed by John Browning, and it turned out to be his first commercial success with a semi-automatic rifle. The caliber was actually introduced as a cluster with some other calibers that Remington had also been developing, but they were all rimfire, notably the .25 Remington, the .30 Remington, and of course the .32 Remington. But none of them would come close to passing the test of time nearly as well as the .35 Remington. Very early on, sporting rifle users noticed that the .35 Remington caliber was truly special. It had power beyond the .30 Winchester, which was its main rival, but it still managed to be a very pleasurable cartridge to shoot. It truly was a unique blend of muscle and manners. The .35 Remington fires a .358 caliber projectile, and to this day, as it was then, the popular projectile weights range from 180 to 220 grains. The round moves downrange around 1,800 to 2,100 feet per second, giving the shooter a very respectable 2,000 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, more than enough for the medium-sized game that it was designed to claim. However, like the .30 Winchester, one of the things it does not do well is perform well past around 150 yards. The round will keyhole and your accuracy suffers greatly. It also loses its ability to transfer energy at any distance at all. The caliber was truly designed for close contact in thick brush or in densely populated American forests. Some of the firearms that were available early on, of course, as I mentioned, was the Remington 08. Remington also made a Model 11, and this weapon I have here is actually a pump-action Model 14. Later on, they would have a 141 Game Master version of it, which was very similar. You can tell, designed for close contact in thick brush. Definitely a brush gun. Currently, you can actually get the caliber in pistol form, believe that or not, in the Thompson Center Contender, as well as the Remington XP 100. After World War II, Remington decided to discontinue the manufacture of the Model 08, and it should have put the .35 Remington caliber in the dustbin of history, but that didn't happen. And the reason it didn't happen was another gun manufacturer, in this case, Marlin Firearms. Marlin Firearms saved the life of the .35 Remington caliber with this, the iconic and reliable Marlin Model 336 lever action rifle. As I mentioned previously, you have around 2,000 foot-pounds of energy with the .35 Remington at the muzzle. More powerful than the .30 Winchester. Interestingly enough, when the caliber was first released, Remington had an advertised campaign that basically showed the .35 Remington being able to punch around 5/16 inch steel, and the .30 could not. But significant improvement was the recoil management is supposed to be a little bit softer than the .30. So I'm just going to show on camera the muzzle reaction, of course, when we press the trigger. Just kind of pop one off into the backstop, not an accuracy test by any stretch. I would say maybe a third less recoil than the .30 Winchester. In an upcoming video, we're actually going to do a little power demonstration between the two calibers. Marlin 336, chambered in .35 Remington, and Like I said, it does have less recoil than 30-30. In an upcoming video, we're going to run the two off and see, how they do against, say, a frozen ham. Definitely very shootable, and I would certainly believe that you could get a quick follow-up shot on a deer if you needed one. This was what you would see in hunting cabins like the one behind me from Maine to Michigan. The caliber developed a regional cult following, not only because of its reliability and its terminal ballistics, but because of a nostalgia factor. This harkens back to a time when American hunting was passed on from father to son and generation to generation. These weapons were designed so that success in hunting meant wood and steel and knowing the land, not synthetic stocks and ultra-powerful rifle scopes. The .35 Remington caliber is more than a caliber. It's actually a legacy that carries on the true traditions of deer hunting or perhaps black bear hunting in North America. Deep in American forests, where the trees still stand tall and the deer move silently, you can still hear the echoes of the .35 Remington. Perhaps not as prevalent as once before, but definitely not forgotten.